So tell us, why do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Well, I think they can handle pressure better. A lot of women crack under pressure while they're driving. Um, Regular conversations, minimal arguments. Women crack. They get emotional.
I just used to like do debates specifically on this claim like all day long. It is one of my favorite topics to debate in the world, and I love to shit on misogynists specifically on this point. I actually find it more personally rewarding than shitting on a Trump supporter because of economic policy or related
So, who's more
concerns.
emotional, biologically speaking, men or women?
Men.
Men.
How?
Okay, for sure. I'll give you my argument that men are more likely compared to women to lead their decision-making processes with emotion. So first and foremost, men are more likely to drunk drive, men are more likely to recklessly drive, men are more likely to commit a vast majority of all violent crimes, including those in which do not place any necessity on the use of physical strength, such as cyberbullying, arson, or gun-related crimes. Men are more likely to self-unalive when men have more money. Men live better lives on average compared to women, so why would that be the case? Men are more likely to abuse hard DRUGS as an unhealthy coping mechanism to deal with unprocessed emotions. Meanwhile, in the inverse of that, I think that women are more likely to engage in more rational thought processes due to the fact that they just literally have a higher EQ on average, when an EQ is supposed to measure one's emotional maturity, which would be one's ability to deal with their emotions rationally. Women, biologically speaking, are designed to deal with and handle stress and pain better than men. Evolution gave this advantage to them due to the fact that they can give birth to children. Not saying that they have to, but just simply saying that because they have that ability, okay, they could deal with stress and pain better on average. That's because of more dendrites in the context of their neuroanatomy. And we see that fact play itself out in society too, such as the fact that if you're operated on by a woman surgeon compared to a man surgeon, you're significantly less likely to die or to experience negative postoperative outcomes because women are able to better handle the stress of surgery. What do men do when they get stressed out or angry? They go commit 92% of all violent crimes in the country. Okay, so because of all of these reasons and many more, I believe that men are more likely to guide their decision-making processes with emotion compared to women. I'm not saying that you can't have reasonable men. I think I'm a reasonable man. I'm not saying that you can't have logical men. I think I'm a logical man. I'm not saying that you can't have good men, but what I am saying is that on average, seemingly women do have the upper hand here.
Okay, so when you list all these points off, you're talking about men doing this, men doing that. You said you have data to back up your statement. So I want to know exactly where you achieved this data, where you got it from yourself. You just listed off talking points. I didn't hear any sources from you.
He left.
Ain't no fucking way.
No fucking way.
I wanted to tell him about the Forbes study. Hey, so did you see the Forbes study where they reviewed like the fact that women make up 10% of the Fortune 500 CEOs?
Yeah.
But when there's at least 30% of women in leaderships, that companies are 12 times more likely to be in the top 20 percentile of financial performance.
Yeah, I have to pause you real quick.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a couple people inside of the chat saying that I kicked him because I couldn't give sources. My source for the claim that men commit 92% of violent crimes is the FBI. My source for the
Yes.
claim that women have thicker dendrites in the context of their neuroanatomy, therefore they're better equipped to deal with stress and pain, that would be PubMed. My source for the claim that women are significantly more likely to perform better under surgery, particularly as it would result to patient outcomes and not killing their patients, would come from the American Medical Association in conjunction with the Journal of the American Medical Association. That was actually a study done over the course of 10 years on 1.4 million patients. My source for the claim that more men are more likely to drunk drive and recklessly drive is also coming from crime statistics given to us by the FBI. My source that women have a higher EQ on average is another source coming from the NIH, that is the National Institute of Health. And what were the other claims I made? My source that men are more likely to self-unalive is also coming from the NIH. And then my source that men are more likely to abuse hard drugs as an unhealthy coping mechanism to deal with unprocessed emotions is also the NIH.